tragedy strikes the skies, unraveling the devastating DC air crash. In a heart-wrenching incident that has sent shockwaves across the nation, a catastrophic mid-air collision between an American Airlines jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter has claimed the lives of dozens of innocent people.
David and Natalie, Reagan National is back open again. You can also see behind me, investigative teams have set up a temporary operation here as they continue their search for answers.
Tonight, we delve into the timeline of events surrounding this ill-fated tragedy and examine the aftermath of a disaster that has left the country in mourning. On January 29, 2025, American Eagle Flight 5342 embarked on its doomed journey from Wichita's Dwight D. Eisenhower National Airport, bound for Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. On board were 60 passengers, including renowned figure skaters from the United States and Russia, and a crew of 4.
At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors from this accident.
It was a horrific mid-air collision just before 9.
The passengers were comprised of families, business travelers, and sports enthusiasts, all unaware of the horrific fate that awaited them. Meanwhile, an Army UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter, carrying 3 soldiers, took off from Fort Belvoir for a routine training exercise. The crew, equipped with night vision goggles, was experienced and well-prepared for the mission. But little did they know that their flight would intersect with Flight 5342 in a catastrophic manner. As Flight 5342 began its descent into Reagan National Airport, air traffic controllers
camp in Wichita.
She was a figure skating coach at heart, an amazing skater. And just knowing that what the impact she made to all the skaters and everyone just hurts my soul.
Guided the pilots toward runway 33. The flight crew, consisting of Captain James Johnson and First Officer Emily Chin, followed standard procedures, unaware of the impending danger. But in a split second, disaster struck. At 8:48 p.m., the Black Hawk helicopter and the passenger jet collided in midair over the Potomac River, triggering a devastating explosion that sent both aircraft plummeting into the icy waters below. The impact was immense, causing widespread destruction and chaos. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, launching a massive rescue operation that involved hundreds of firefighters and rescue personnel. The rescue efforts were hindered by the freezing temperatures and the challenges of navigating the treacherous waters of the Potomac River. By Thursday morning, recovery efforts had yielded at least 28 bodies, with no survivors expected. The victims' families were notified, and counseling services were made available to help them cope with the unimaginable loss. As the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, and other authorities launch a comprehensive investigation into the crash. Preliminary reports suggest that the helicopter pilot had visual contact with the passenger jet and was attempting to avoid it when the collision occurred. However, the exact circumstances surrounding the crash remain unclear, and a thorough investigation will be necessary to determine the cause. The incident has raised pressing concerns about air traffic congestion and the safety protocols in place for military and commercial flights operating in close proximity. Reagan National Airport was temporarily shut down in the aftermath, halting all takeoffs and landings. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has launched an inquiry into the crash, and lawmakers are calling for a review of the nation's aviation safety regulations. As the nation comes together to mourn the loss of life, President Trump and other officials have expressed their heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims. Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia has emphasized the need for a thorough investigation to prevent such tragedies in the future. The figure skating community has been particularly affected by the tragedy, as several prominent athletes were on board Flight 5342. The U.S. Figure Skating Association has released a statement expressing its deepest condolences to the families of the victims. As the investigation continues, our thoughts and prayers are with the families and loved ones of those who perished in this devastating accident. We will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, the nation remains in shock, grappling with the enormity of the tragedy. The DC air crash serves as a poignant reminder of the risks and uncertainties of life and the importance of cherishing every moment with loved ones. Thank you for joining us tonight.